everybody. Happy Friday. I am coming on today to do an end of week check in and actually to challenge you guys to get to the next level of your practice, to be able to get to the next level in your personal life, to be able to accomplish all of those things that are in your head right now that you're not getting to. Over the last few days, you have probably seen me post in there that I'm challenging you to say 100 times to yourself every single day. Do it now, do it now, do it now. So proud of you, Karen. I see that she posted today inside of her group, inside of the group, that she decided that she was going to step up and make some hard decisions and do it now. And so I actually wanted to just create this little challenge perhaps this week for all of us. And before, I'll tell you a quick story. And so many of you have heard of the Success Magazine. How many of you guys have heard of Success Magazine? Yes, like maybe type in the comments yes. Well, the original founder of Success Magazine, his name was actually W. Clement Stone. And he was a huge mentor to Napoleon Hill. And many of you guys have heard of Napoleon Hill, and he wrote the book Think and Grow Rich and so many other great books, right? Well, one thing that led to the success of W. Clement Stone and ultimately Napoleon Hill was he came up with this process that 100 times a day he would tell himself, do it now. Do it now, 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 do it now. And so all of a sudden, when he said, you know what, one day I'm gonna start going to the gym, he starts telling himself, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. And all of a sudden, the beliefs of I'm gonna do it someday, I'm gonna do it one day, there's an obstacle, there's a challenge, making excuses, trying to figure out why you can't do it, overcoming fears, all you heard in your ears are do it now. And so I don't know how many of you right now have decisions that you have to make, right? Maybe you have a team member that you know keeps slipping through the cracks, different things that you need to have done in your practice. Maybe your office manager is not holding the team accountable, and no matter what you say, they're trying to battle with you, and you know it's never going to work out, right? And you're fearing making a decision, right? I'm going to challenge you to just say to yourself, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, right? There's so many people that as I walk through practice growth strategies, I'll hear someone say, well, one day or next year I will start learning how to do all on floors or take an implant course or right? And so again, like I want to just challenge you to say, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. So what happens is that it puts it into your body language and helps you to move forward, to actually start making those decisions. I know many people this week, we had our PPO strategies to come off of PPOs. Like how many of you want to come off of the double D, right? But you're fearing it because you're like, what if patients don't stay with me? What if my marketing's not right? What if, right? And I'm going to challenge you even on that. Like if you came to even our workshop this week and you realize that, okay, I'm upside down and I'm not making any profits, do it now, right? And what that might mean is figuring out, again, like if you know that you want to lose weight, go get a trainer, go read a book, right? If you know that there's something that you want to do in your practice, there's people that have done it. Like have them to help you, right? Go read a book, go listen to a podcast, talk to people that have done it before, like do whatever it takes, right? Oftentimes people come to me and are like, Anissa, like, you've learned how to grow your practice where you have multiple associates and you don't have to micromanage your team on a day-to-day basis and your practice is growing. Like, I didn't know how to do that at first. For 12 years, I was doing my best and I didn't have a whole lot of profits in my practice, right? I was trying to figure it out. And then all of a sudden I started like binge listening to podcasts. Actually, there were no podcasts at their time. I actually was the first female dentist podcaster. I started binge watching on books, Audible books. My car became a walking university, and I just started listening to business. I started geeking out on business, and then I hired my first coach, Marcia, and all of a sudden, like, things like took off, right? And a lot of times people are like, "Oh, well, you were lucky." No, 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 it was hard, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. So many days of learning and lessons and creating strategy and testing them, and sometimes they worked and sometimes they didn't, but accepting that failure happens, which is exciting because now I get to learn how to figure it out, right? And so I just want to come on and hopefully I'm empowering. Are you being inspired right now, right? Because guys, like, whatever you want to learn how to do, like I talk about podcasts. You think I knew how to do a podcast? I was the first female dentist podcaster. Like, there wasn't another female dentist I could go to and ask them. I went to other people and I'm like, how do you do podcasts? Who's teaching how to do podcasts? Because I feel like there's things I've learned in my practice and I want to be able to share it with other colleagues so maybe they don't make the same mistakes, right? Or maybe they can learn from it, or maybe it can help them. And so I had to go and figure it out, right? Everything in life is figure out a goal. Once we make the first decision, which is do it now, right? So I'm actually going to go ahead and just encourage you, inspire you to get into momentum and maybe start tomorrow. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Try to say it like 100 times a day. Like, if you do that this week, you'll start changing all of these old beliefs with new beliefs. And next thing you know, you too will start to see the momentum changing and things growing for you. Like, it's so, so powerful. So wanted to come on and give you those words. That's why I've been posting it in the group. It's been so awesome seeing all of you help each other, ask questions, connect, collaborate, share wins with each other. That's what our community is all about, guys. Like, people helping people, colleagues helping colleagues, right? That's what this community is all about. And, I often say that in our front pocket, we've got our friends, our family, maybe even our partner or our spouse, but in our back pocket, we've got our mentors, our community, our tribe, our people who get us. And so just know that you're not alone. And honestly, anything that you're feeling, somebody else has been through it and has overcome it, and they've come up with ways that they can help you, right? And so never feel like you're alone. I love seeing all of their energy. We're going to continue to do some fun things. I'm actually thinking about having a bunch of Dental Boss t-shirts and doing a bunch of things where even when members of our community are inviting other people in, we'll send you swag, and new members, everybody will get t-shirts. I really want to continue to foster the community that we have because it's very special. So anyway, hey Karen, I see that you're on. It's so awesome to see you. I hope you're having a good evening. Tonight I'm just explaining the do it now, 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 do it now. On a Kobe, I don't know if you guys have ever taken Kobe. I'm definitely a 9 quick start. On a Kobe, I don't care if I make a mistake. In fact, I expect it. And it was interesting, and this morning in yoga, there's always a message. And the message at the end that spoke to me today was that a lot of people don't take the next steps of what they know that they need to do for fear, as we often know. But the interesting thing is most people who are successful actually have to go through the failure first and the mistake first to learn from it, to actually get to the next level of growth, of knowledge. Like, she's like, failure's actually part of it. So like, if you learn to ride a bike, you're probably going to fall down first. Like, kids, before you learn how to walk, you're going to fall down first, right? And so, having this fear of failure we really should shift our beliefs to say that it's okay, and do it anyway, right? So do it now, do it now, do it now, right? Is this speaking to you guys? Are you guys getting value out of this live tonight? All right, so it was awesome again seeing all of you guys on this week, inside of our PPO um, webinar that we did. I'm kind of fired up, as you guys saw, about PPOs and helping people come off of these PPOs, um, or at least knowing a strategy and creating a strategy of how to remove one at a time. And what I've realized is a lot of times people feel like, oh, Karen's like, I heard you. Good. I hope everybody hears me, right? Um, so yeah, so I realize that a lot of times we have this false belief, that if we become fee for service or we stop taking insurance as a provider, that our patients are actually going to leave. And the interesting thing is that, oftentimes, um, it just means that they have to make a copay, right? That's a little bit higher than they would otherwise copay, right? And so, if that's the case, then changing our verbals, changing our mind and knowledge, and switching it and replacing that with new verbals and new thoughts and beliefs, and sharing with our patients that you can, we absolutely take your insurance, right? As an and we take your insurance. It is as an out of network provider, but we take all insurances, right? As an out of network provider, and so what that means for you is that, you we'll see what your copay is, but you'll have a copay, and typically it's not a really big one. And so we'll do a benefits check and we'll let you know what you can expect, right? And so all of a sudden now, the fears that we have when we realize that we've actually thought about things in a way that's not actually true, then all of a sudden our fear goes down and we can start moving into momentum. But the biggest thing first that I see a lot of people doing is getting frustrated, and they're like, it's the DD, it is what it is. Delta Dental or whatever insurance company, I'm sick of it. They keep denying my claims, and like, what should I do? I'm like, if people keep being mean to you on the playground, you're gonna keep playing with them. You're gonna say, you know what, I'm done. Like, I have to have positive energy in my life. And so with that being said, the key is really looking at, how much you're actually making. And I showed this week, and many doctors realized on the webinar when we actually went through, sharing how the process is to actually know how much you actually make on a filling. Many doctors were making $8 or $5 or even upside down. And then it doesn't really even make any sense, right? And you're like, well, I'm fearing my chairs not being full. But, for me, I'd rather have work 2 days a week instead of 4 if I'm making the same amount of money. And then now I can spend those other 2 days with my kids, or working on the business and learning new skill sets, right? Like going to CE courses or learning the business side of dentistry so I can keep scaling higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. That's what I did, right? So as I started working from 5 days, I started working on my business. I was able to work 4, kept working on. I got to 3, on, 2, eventually hiring an associate 1, associate 2, associate 3, and 4, right? And by that point, the systems are in place, and there's things that are not slipping through the cracks, right? So hopefully that's super helpful. Camille says, just finished a CE webinar. Yes, guys, like, the biggest thing that we can do is invest in our knowledge. Like, that is the secret to success. Like, how many of us know a dentist who went to dental school with us in the same dental class who is freaking crushing it? Their business is great, their life is great, they're giving a charity, they're taking all of these amazing vacations, and we also know some in the same class, maybe it's even you, that's not quite there yet, right? And so what's the difference, right? Is it lack of opportunity, right? Or is it lack of knowledge? Which one is it, right? Can you maybe type in the comments, like, for those of people who are successful versus those who are not, was it lack of opportunity or lack of knowledge, right? And for me, I know the answer. It's always lack of knowledge, right? And so I often tell stories of, my hygienist came to me and said, I want to do laser. And I'm like, all right, cool. Who can I hire to train my team on laser? Because I know I'm not that great at it. Like, how can I train them? I don't even know what that is, right? I don't know how to train them on laser. And so I hired somebody, came in, trained my team. Same thing with clear aligners. Like, I went and did the course. I'm like, I'm not competent enough to teach my team this. And so I winded up actually hiring the instructor who I went to learn from when I went to Invisalign. And I'm like, can you fly to my practice and just train my team for me? And then can I pay you, continue to pay you to check their ClinChecks for me, for them? And so now they'll be able to move into momentum faster. Like, that's just like when you start thinking about, broke Joe and woke Joe, or like broke Mary and woke Mary. Like, the decisions of the wealthy are always people that are looking for shortcuts, so that they can just get to the result faster and they can have more time for themselves, right? Because we get one life. So we can either like take it trying to, like, for me, I mean, can you imagine me trying to teach my team like how to do clear aligners, or like, there's no way, right? And that's why even for me, it's been really cool. Like within our programs, many of you guys here are in our academy, many of you are in our coaching program. Like, I've loved having Katrina Sanders work with my hygienist. Okay, she's the best, right, in hygiene, efficiency, and she's working with my hygienist through Zoom calls, like within our program. I love that my schedulers are learning how to schedule effectively from Sandy Pardue, right? Like, I've got my own scheduling frameworks and I teach scheduling also. But if you can have the best of the best training your team, number one, you don't have to do it, but they actually get the skill set faster, right? So hopefully, is this speaking to you guys? Is this making sense? If this is making sense, say yes, right? And so again, like, I'm just encouraging you that
Someone is at the front door.
somebody's at my front door. It's my Indian food. I've ordered buttered chicken. I've ordered onion culture. I've ordered vegetable samosas. That's my dinner tonight. So the guy is like, I think he's there. Let me just send him a message. Hi, are you here with the dinner? Yeah, you can just leave it there. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's my dinner tonight. Um, but hopefully this was super helpful for you guys. I'm getting like thumbs ups. I'm getting thumbs ups. What are you guys having for dinner tonight? Anyway, I just wanted to come on and do an end of the week check-in. Also, for those who we did send out an email today, but for those of you who are in Platinum or who are in the Academy, um, we are going to together do an out of network challenge. I'm really excited about this. So if you can, and I sent a message to our Platinum doctors today, block your calendars for Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. You got that, Karen? 1 p.m. Eastern. I need to have you in your teams for a Zoom call, okay? It is going to be recorded, but what we're going to do is I'm going to teach profit margins, that piece of it, but I want to teach it with you and your teams, okay? I want you to understand how much you're making on a filling. Also, we're going to go through the crowns, we're going to go through hygiene, we're going to go through different procedures, right? But I want your team to do it because the only way we get to having time freedom and not having to do all of the things in our business is actually having our team take ownership. Like that's how we elevate our team. And so I'm actually going to teach the assistants of how to go in and to be able to use our template and put in the actual costs that your practice is using for the different materials. So I'll show them how to do that. And then from there, the office manager can fill in the other pieces, which is the costs for your different utilities. And if they have that information, they can do the team hourly rates, or you can do that part. But have your first have your assistants fill in the supply information, and then what will happen is after this exercise is done, then ideally this should be your office manager doing this, okay, not you. If you're okay with sharing your team numbers, and this would just be their office managers hourly, the front desk, and your dental assistants, okay, which they should know that if they're running your business. And so they're actually going to do this for you, and then the cool thing is everybody will be like, holy crap, we're not making any money off of these PPOs, or maybe you are, right? But now you'll have the knowledge so that you can make decisions. We're also going to talk about scheduling and how to use schedule. So this will be really helpful for the schedulers to understand why it's important to try to do as many procedures in one visit as possible. And the reason why we want to do that is because it's one needle. You know, if you're doing a filling, it's one cup, right? So if we can cut our supplies by 75% by doing it in one visit instead of 4 visits, we'll have more profits, right? And when we start looking at bonuses and all of that, it has to be tied to profits because that's what you're actually making. So we'll talk about that. We will talk about how do we get our patients to schedule more treatment on one visit, and what are the case acceptance frameworks that you can use in terms of verbal skills. So that call is going to be on Thursday at 1 p.m. And this is, I know many of you guys are here and we don't have a Facebook group anymore for our Platinum and Academy, because we have all of our messengers and conversations and postings and comments. We don't have a Facebook Live. We have everything else built into the platform. So I'm sharing that with all of you guys. From there, the next week with the challenge, we're going to have people actually sharing their expenses in they're posting a badge that they've actually completed this exercise. Maybe we'll do t-shirts, or we'll do something fun for the team as these are being completed, or maybe after you complete a certain or all of the tasks in the challenge, we'll have some sort of prize. We'll figure it out. But from there, we are going to do training on case acceptance for out of network. We're going to go through and actually do a marketing campaign together to help you build awareness and let your community know what you're known for, so they know that you're different and you're unique. So we're going to work on marketing. We're going to work on systems. And for those who are not yet using whiteboards, I'll show you how we use whiteboards to actually set our goals and track them, especially as we're going out of network. We want to make sure that we're increasing the number of higher value procedures, and we want a tool to hold us accountable. So we'll be doing that this month, over the next 4 weeks. If you're not yet in our academy or not yet a member of Platinum, we'd love for you to participate. So what we're doing is the 4 weeks of our program, the first 4 weeks of the academy will actually give you access for free, so that everybody who wants to get in and do this with us, we got you. And after the first 4 weeks, if you decide to stay with us within the academy, it does, if you decide to stay in, it does auto bill at $297 or $300 per month. There's no contract, so you can always come out. We hope that you stay in because we are doing calls every month for you and your team on leadership and marketing. We have a startup call. We've got marketing content and training for every member of your team. But at least for the first 4 weeks when we're doing this out of network challenge, we'd love to invite everybody to participate um, and um, and get the training, not just for you, but for your team. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next month as a community. I'm really excited about it. I told Sarah the other day we were thinking about having another business boot camp, but I'm like, I don't want to do boot camp right now. Like, I really, really, really need to focus on out of network and just helping as many, not just doctors, but training the teams and really elevating the team's knowledge of what's actually going on in the practice, because a lot of times they think, oh, the practice is great, the doctor's bawling, we're in a safe environment in terms of like it's a healthy practice, but we know the truth, like the cash flow is just not there. And the practice is perhaps busy, especially if you are on a lot of plans, but if you're only making $5, $10 on a filling, and then you're not sending out statements or your AR processes are sloppy, then at the end of the day, you're not collecting and you're not really getting that much profit at the end of the day, which is what we actually make in our business, which if we look at bonuses, um, we can't do, right, unless we have profits. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Did you guys get some takeaways? Any takeaways? I'd love for you to maybe type in the takeaways. Again, keep posting in the group, keep helping each other, keep commenting. We're all here to help each other to be able to elevate to the next level. If you want to join us for our out of network challenge, we'd love to be able to help you and your teams. Again, this Thursday, we're having a call at 1 p.m. Eastern. And to register, you would go to dentalbossacademy.com. And again, this is something that we're doing as a program in addition to all of the things that you get in the academy. All right. So hope you guys had a great Friday, and hopefully this was super helpful for you. And remember, guys, do it now, 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 do it now. 100 times a day, guys, whatever it is. If it's going to be grow your business, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, right? If it's going to be, I want to lose 10 pounds, do it now, do it now. Start moving into momentum, doing the things that you have to do, right? And before you know it, you'll actually achieve it. All right. So great talking to you guys. Have a great evening. And I look forward to seeing all of you inside of the Out of Network Challenge within Dental Boss Academy. All right, guys, take care. I love each and every one of you. Have a great evening.